When every hour could be the last, why would we wait? Why would we wait? And every road could be unsafe, but we'll be okay. We'll make it, we'll make it. It's just who we are. Say where to go, and I know that I won't slow down. It's just who we are. Yeah, we will do anything we dream about. How about now? How about now?
civilization should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out of landing a man on the moon.
Okay, we checked all four systems, and there you go on modulation, all four, and keying with a go. Okay, Houston, we've had a problem here. This is Houston, say again, please. Oh, Houston, we've had a problem. We've had
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good afternoon. My name is Antoinette McGregor, and I'm the Assistant Principal of Broward Virtual School. I'm very excited to welcome the parents, staff, and guests of our graduates to our 2020 commencement ceremony. Thank you for joining us for this special event to celebrate and honor our dynamic graduating class. Today, we will have the pleasure of recognizing our students for their achievements and their determination to reach their goals. Seniors, although this graduation is not in the traditional sense, this ceremony will be just as memorable of an occasion as you end this journey to begin your next. And now, I'd like to welcome our superintendent, Mr. Robert Runcie.
To the class of 2020, I know this is not how and where you ever imagined spending your graduation day. It seems like the world has made other plans for you with this pandemic. It isn't the easy moments in life that shape our character. We become our best selves when we are faced with our greatest challenges. I'm proud of the character you have shown as you have weathered hurricanes, endured more and more school safety requirements and drills, tested through shifting state-mandated assessments, and even experienced a rare total solar eclipse. You are the ones that British philosopher Thomas Carlyle wrote about when he said, "Permanence, perseverance, and patience in spite of obstacles, discouragements, and impossibilities. It is this that in all things distinguishes the strong soul from the weak." I believe that you will be part of the greatest generation that this country has ever seen. You will be that generation that has the courage to seek truth and justice in our country and to take on our most pressing challenges, such as finding a global solution to climate change, reforming our criminal justice system, and addressing inequities in education and healthcare. But most of all, it is my hope that your time in Broward County Public Schools has shaped you to be just a good person with the wisdom to embrace kindness and compassion. So I'll leave you with one of my favorite poems that I believe best describes a good person. It is called Anyway, and it is written by Mother Teresa of Calcutta. People are often unreasonable, illogical, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are successful, you will win some false friends and some true enemies. Succeed anyway. If you are honest and frank, people may cheat you. Be honest and frank anyway. What you spend years building, someone could destroy overnight. Build anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, they may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today, people will often forget tomorrow. Do good anyway. Give the world the best you have, and it may never be enough. Give the world the best you've got anyway. You see, in the final analysis, it is between you and your God. It was never between you and them anyway. Congratulations to our amazing class of 2020 graduates. I love you and pray that your life's journey will lead you to true joy and happiness.
Greetings. My name is Chris McGuire, and I have the privilege of serving as the principal of Broward Virtual School. Thank you for tuning in to help us celebrate the achievements of the class of 2020. What an incredible group of young men and women we're honoring today. Kudos to our valedictorian, Jillian Bordage, and our two salutatorians, Catherine Stroud and Gustavo Hernandez. You're going to hear from them and other seniors of distinction throughout the program. Success requires a team effort and is a shared accomplishment. Our teachers and support staff are my heroes. Many thanks to everyone involved in making this program memorable for our graduates. Special thanks to Mr. Schultz, Ms. McGregor, Ms. Lopez, and Ms. McElroy for their stellar project management during extraordinary circumstances. They worked hard to make this happen, and I'm grateful. Many thanks to our superintendent, Mr. Runcie, Dr. Wanza, our Chief of School Performance and Accountability, and Dr. Shaw Roll, my director. Special thanks to each of our school board members for continuing to believe in Broward Virtual School over the past 19 years. Their support affords us the opportunity to provide outstanding service to thousands of high school students each year. My sincerest gratitude to our students' parents and their family members. We wouldn't be a great school without you. Thank you for entrusting us with your children's education. I will never take that trust for granted. I know many of our students worked hard to persuade their parents to attend Broward Virtual School. I know graduate Tori Rosenthal sure did. Well done, Tori. Our graduates chose a challenging path to reach this milestone. Many of our students overcame immense adversity to cross the finish line. Adversity that could have easily resulted in giving up, but they didn't. They chose to persevere despite difficulties life presented them. That speaks volumes to their character and resilience. Caring, optimistic, confident, brilliant, and driven are words that come to my mind when I think of the senior class. Our graduates are respectful, good-natured, and hardworking young women and men ready to take on the world. Here's an example of how brilliant and driven our class of 2020 actually is. When I asked graduate Amber McNair what her plans are after high school, she smiled and stated without hesitation, "Whatever my mother wants me to do." Well said, Amber. You're going far in life with that mindset. I know Amber's mom will continue to steer her in the right direction. Many thanks to Maya DeMarco and Nicholas Ramirez, who are heading into the Air Force and Navy to serve our country. What an honorable and selfless choice they've made. To the students who've attended Broward Virtual School since middle school, Carlos Bonilla, Kira Bucas, Angelina Bruyere, Sophia Chouinard, Max Diaz, Jocelyn Hernandez, Jonathan Ling, Jessica Nelson, Tatiana Pozo, Gabriela Rivera, Jada Strickland, and Bailey Taylor. It's been a great joy to watch you grow up over the years. I'm so proud of you. Special recognition to those who volunteered for student leadership roles at Broward Virtual School over the years. Kelsey Walker, Gabriela Rivera, and Kylie Clark went above and beyond. Thank you for serving as examples to your peers and dedicating your time to make Broward Virtual School an awesome school. You made a difference. To all members of the class of 2020, I'm thankful your paths led you to Broward Virtual School. You all have made us a better school. I find inspiration from each of you. You are the reason I love my job, and for that, I'm eternally grateful. As you enter this next chapter of your lives, the world is currently in an unfathomable, puzzling state. Have faith that things will get better. I know they will. Life is cyclical. I'm thankful we live in a country that offers the greatest opportunities in the world. It's up to you to find them. Success comes from mastering the most difficult and hard-fought challenges. Embrace the challenges that lie ahead. No one goes far in life choosing the easy path. Stay above the fray, respect yourselves, and always maintain your integrity. These are the things that matter most in life. Graduates, it gives me great pride to award you with your high school diplomas. On behalf of the entire Broward Virtual School faculty and staff, I congratulate you. Please remember you are forever part of the Broward Virtual School family. I hope you'll keep in touch to let us know all about the next chapter of your lives. Congratulations and good luck.
Good afternoon, graduates, faculty, family, friends, and everyone in their respective places. My name is Kelsey Alexandria Walker, and I am honored to be standing before you as the 2019-2020 National Honor Society President and your senior class representative. Look at how far we've come. We finally made it to the finish line and have achieved a milestone that we will remember forever. Our high school graduation. This is truly an achievement to be celebrated because getting here was not an easy road for any of us. So today, let us rejoice in the hard work and tenacity of each student here at Broward Virtual School because this achievement is one of great significance that took personal commitment and dedication. May receiving our high school diploma open doors in our lives and allow us opportunities to succeed in our future, which I know we all will do. The past 4 years of my life has been a journey. I moved here just in time for the start of freshman year in 2016. My first year of high school was truly a learning year for me, as I'm sure it was for all of us. I attended another school my freshman year, and when I was there, I never felt truly cared for nor appreciated as a student. I didn't feel wholeness as a student until I attended Broward Virtual School my sophomore year. I couldn't have asked for a better school environment. I was truly able to soar my wings and fly here at this school. Not only did I experience a truly flexible pace chart that accommodated my very busy life, I was also welcomed with open arms by all of the faculty here at BVS. Everyone here at this school has impacted my life positively in a way that I will never forget, and for that, I am truly grateful. During my time here at Broward Virtual School, I have been a member of the Key Club and National Honor Society, and I have had the opportunity to meet some amazing people. From Barnes & Noble meet and greets to school picnics, I'm so thankful to have gained friendships along the way. The closeness and comfortability that I felt with the teachers and students whenever we were together was truly refreshing and an experience that I couldn't have received at any other school. Thank you, Broward Virtual School, for truly supporting me as well as my peers in each of our endeavors and never allowing us to give up. Thank you, Mr. McGuire, for all of your encouragement along the way. Mr. Schultz for always pushing me to be the best student that I can be and keeping me motivated. Ms. Wasser for being the best National Honor Society mentor that I could have ever asked for. Ms. Cook for being an amazing Silver Knight Award sponsor. And last but not least, to my mom and dad and the entire family for loving me unconditionally and supporting me no matter what. All of you have changed my life for the better, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Now, I realize that having a worldwide pandemic to end our senior year wasn't an ideal situation for any of us. We've worked so hard from first grade to 12th grade to reach this point. Looking up as little kids wishing that we were seniors in high school, the coolest grade that you could possibly be in. And now that we're here, it's ending like this. We may never know what it's like to attend prom or grad bash, or what it feels like to shake our principal's hand at a traditional graduation ceremony as our parents, family, and friends sit in the crowd emotionally watching us receive our diploma as we smile and wave from the stage. This truly upset me as well. But there is a silver lining to everything, class of 2020. Although we are losing experiences that we may never be able to relive again, we have so much more to look forward to as we move into the next chapter of our lives. This is not the end. It is our greatest beginning. When faced with adversity, we continue to study late nights for our final online exams. When we successfully passed our classes with amazing grades while finishing up high school and getting ready to graduate. We achieved all of this despite facing historic challenges that tested the resolve of our families and our nation. What other class can say this? The answer is there isn't one. The class of 2020 will emerge as one of the strongest, most empowered, and academically ambitious group of students that there has ever been. Although this pandemic has forced us to grow up a little earlier than we wanted to, we will be prepared to take on the world with an unconquered spirit, and we will be the change that we want to see in this world. And how lucky are we to be virtual students during this pandemic? We are more prepared than any other high school in this county for this situation because we are astute virtual learners with the critical thinking skills to make sound decisions, time manage, and figure out subject matters on our own and still prosper. So at the end of the day, are we really losing? I believe that we should look at what we are gaining, which will outweigh what it feels like we are losing in the long run. In conclusion, I want to leave you with a few final words, my fellow classmates. Life is truly a journey. Our story doesn't stop here. Whether we are attending a university or college, getting our first real job, pursuing a dream, or even still figuring out what we want to do, graduation has shown us that we are capable of achieving our goals, and I have no doubt that that's exactly what we are going to do. Don't forget all of the life lessons that you've learned. As we spend more time on this earth, we'll learn and adapt to any obstacle placed before us. We'll sometimes make mistakes because we are only human, but with those mistakes, we will learn life lessons. Life is truly about growing. And while I feel that I've made a transformation from that shy little freshman to confidently be my best self, to stand out and deliver this message to you today, I still haven't reached my pinnacle. I know that I'm going to make mistakes, as we all will, but I'm going to hold on to all of the lessons that I've learned from my family, friends, Broward Virtual School, and experiences that I've gone through, the good and the bad. Let us take on life and our future with confidence because we have been prepared and have all of the tools that we need to succeed. Thank you.
Hi guys, my name is Karen Silva. I'm Brazilian and I came here from Brazil less than 2 years ago knowing no English. Well, I believe in hard work and I'm sure I'm learning a new word every day. We cannot be perfect in our achievements, but we can always give our best. And that's what I'm doing, or I'm trying to do. I'm giving my best and enjoying this new experience. And who would say I'm graduating in a different country than the one that I was born in? So it means that everything is possible. But there is another thing that's going to be different this year. The 2020 class is facing some issues because we won't have that typical graduation as everyone does. But for me, it's a wise choice to focus on the best part of each situation. In our case, we've got our principal, our teachers, and everyone making efforts and doing their best to see our happy faces on this big day. So, let's show them how happy and proud we are. I read a beautiful quote this week. It said, "All that I am and hope to be, I owe it to those who believe in me." And it describes me perfectly because now we're ending our high school careers, but we're starting our adult life careers. We're growing up and we've got our parents, families, our friends, teachers supporting us. So, as I'm a Brazilian and Portuguese is my first language, I'd like to speak to my loved ones in Portuguese real quick. Eu queria agradecer ao meu pai, à minha mãe, dizer que eu amo muito eles e toda a minha família, tanto aqui quanto no Brasil, quanto quem me assiste no Brasil. Agradecer aos meus amigos muito especiais que eu deixei nesse lugar que me faz tanta falta. Eu queria dizer que todos aqueles que acreditaram em mim, na minha poesia, na minha paixão por escrever, são os que me trouxeram até aqui. Eu só estou aqui hoje por causa de cada um de vocês. E que fica o meu muito obrigada. And now, congratulations to the strong and resilient class of 2020. We remember this day and this moment forever. But what's waiting for us? Should we be afraid, scared? Thinking about this, our principal invited me to write and to read a poem that I'm dedicating to the class of 2020. These words are from the bottom of my heart, and I hope you guys like it. It's called Greeting Your Future. The future is knocking on your door. Will you open it and, full of courage, say, "Welcome, I'm prepared to see what's waiting for me. I'm prepared to try, to do not be afraid anymore, to reach the sky"? Or will you close the door and say, "No, I'm not prepared to face you, future. I'm afraid of suffering. I'm afraid of crying. I'll never be able to leave this adventure"? But remember today, once you close the door, the future goes away and he brings with him the most important dream, yours. Don't be scared. Your future is not ready yet. Once you have to build it first. And every step you make today draws your tomorrow. Each good decision is a new step closer to the future you deserve. And if this way you follow, at the end there will be no regrets. So take my advice, open the door. Even if with some sacrifices, you've got the key in hand to decide whether to open it or not. So please memorize. Your fear is your only barrier to the future you dreamed of. Thank you, and one more thing. I had to do this.
It is my pleasure to introduce this year's early graduate salutation honoree, Mr. Gustavo Hernandez. Gustavo is an early graduate who accelerated through high school to finish in 3 years to graduate with the class of 2020. And he did so with tremendous success. Ranked in the top 1% of his junior class cohort, Gustavo is graduating with a 5.02 weighted GPA and a perfect 4.0 unweighted GPA. He did so while maintaining a rigorous schedule, including 4 advanced placement classes in his senior year. Gustavo was active throughout high school, remaining involved with the Key Club and the Science Club. After graduation, he will be heading to the University of Florida to study business. We are excited for Gustavo and are proud of all of his outstanding accomplishments. Please welcome our salutatorian honoree, Mr. Gustavo Hernandez.
I've been thinking of ways to start this speech that isn't cliche. So I decided to do what everyone else is going to do anyway, which is whine about Corona, because it can't be cliche if I'm the first one to do it. Speaking of which, I can't be the only one that's emptied out the Netflix catalog during quarantine. At least I get to enjoy all the Spanish shows too. Being bilingual has its perks. But when I came to this country with my mom, I didn't really speak English. I had a teacher called Coach Suarez who changed my life for the better and helped me pick up the language much faster. And that brings us to today, where I finished Miss Laluce's AP Literature class with an A, and she also happens to be one of the best teachers I've ever had. I'm sure everyone has had their life impacted by teachers in some way, whether they like to admit it or not. And your teachers don't have to be teachers by profession. My biggest teacher in life has been my mom, who has taught me compassion, sympathy, patience, and love, and so much more throughout my life. My mom has consistently supported me throughout my life. Through every mistake and every victory, she has always been there for me. She fought hard to get to this country and has worked hard to make sure I have a future in it. She has backed me since the beginning, through the culture shock and the language barriers that came at the beginning, to the start of my adult life now. My mom has always been by my side. I chose Broward Virtual School so I could take care of my mom. I originally went to a school that was too far from home, and I had to find a way to stay home and care for my mom. Broward Virtual School gave me the flexibility I needed to do that. Most students were probably at some point stressed with their classes, probably because some of us left too much for Sunday. But in the end, it was all for the best. We have all these teachers who have already shaped our lives, and we will have more teachers in life who won't be bound to a classroom. I hope to find many teachers next year as I attend the University of Florida, and I hope to learn not just about business, but about life in general. We can change the course of our lives on a whim just by listening to those that have something to teach. And whilst Corona has made us feel powerless, we just have to get creative. I mean, graduating online is already getting creative if you really think about it. And there's so much more we can do, not only during these harsh times, but in our lives in general. We may not have had a perfect 2020 so far, but there's no reason we still can't make the best of it. There are many things we can do to set ourselves up to accomplish our future endeavors, and I wish our class as much luck as possible in setting ourselves up for success. Let's make the rest of this year and the rest of our lives a great one. Good luck and congratulations to the class of 2020.
It is with great honor that I introduce the valedictorian of the class of 2020, Ms. Jillian Bordage. As educators, we often have the privilege of meeting individuals who truly stand out amongst the rest as destined leaders and innovators. Jillian is one of these students. Her strong work ethic and dedication to success has allowed her to accomplish what she has. Graduating at the top of her class, Jillian is finishing high school with a 5.2182 weighted GPA and a remarkable 3.98 unweighted GPA. Jillian completed 15 dual enrollment courses through Broward College, including participating in the early admission program this year, taking a full load of college classes as a senior. She has also been studying Taekwondo for over 13 years and has earned her first degree black belt. This is an absolutely incredible accomplishment. Jillian is passionate about two things in particular: golf and aviation. Although the first sounds like a hobby, Jillian has found tremendous success as a junior golfer, ranked 17th in the country on the junior Rolex rankings, and she has spent countless hours volunteering in the community, sharing her love of the sport with others through programs such as the First Tee of Broward, as well as the Junior Golf Association of Broward County. Aviation, and piloting more specifically, is her career goal. Despite this starting as a mere interest, Jillian has already earned her piloting license. Furthermore, she's involved with the 99s, an international organization of female pilots. In the fall, Jillian will attend The Ohio State University on full scholarship to play for their NCAA Division I golf team and to study air transportation with professional pilot specialization. It goes without saying that the sky is the limit for Jillian, both literally and figuratively. Please welcome the class of 2020 valedictorian, Ms. Jillian Bordage.
Hello, everyone. Today is a very special milestone for the class of 2020. We've all come such a long way and have risen to the occasion, graduating as seniors with true grit and tenacity. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Principal McGuire, Mr. Schultz, Ms. McGregor, and the entire Broward Virtual School staff for their immense dedication to us students and our success. Because of them, we were able to pursue a unique educational path that has given us many opportunities that normal high school students may not have had access to. I feel so honored and blessed to be representing such an amazing and talented class as valedictorian. I am proud to be part of such a diverse group of intellects, athletes, artists, musicians, givers, innovators, and leaders. I'd like to take the time to thank everyone who has impacted my life in one way or another, especially my parents. I could never have accomplished anything this significant without their love and support. From a young age, my dad always encouraged me to persevere and work hard. He taught me to always finish what I started. My mom always emphasized the importance of giving back. She used to always remind me that just one smile could change the outlook of someone's day. Even if it seems small or insignificant, you impact the world in a large way. These are the lessons that I will carry with me for the rest of my life. Work hard, be kind, and most importantly, be positive. I think about all the experiences that have brought me to this very moment. Our life is a story, and for the past 2 decades, so many people have helped us co-write all the moments that bring us here today. As we all enter the next journey of our lives, take a moment to appreciate all those who have helped you make it there. Life moves us through a series of phases which we will continue to grow and gain insight from. As we turn our tassel and the page, we now become the solo authors of this next chapter. Our novels don't end here. The lessons are timeless, and the learning is lifelong. In times of difficulty, we can look towards the wisdom of those that came before us. Martin Luther King embodied the belief that the ultimate measure of a person is not where they stand in moments of comfort and convenience, but where they stand in times of challenge and controversy. I believe that we've manifested this essence in our own lives. Every century, a widespread pandemic has struck the world by surprise and changed lives forever. In 1720, it was the plague. In 1817, it was cholera. In 1918, it was the Spanish flu. And in 2020, we face what is known as the COVID-19 coronavirus. Even if we could have anticipated the occurrence of such a widespread pandemic, no one could have prepared us for how drastically different all our lives would be. Just a couple months ago, we were planning on what to wear to our proms, where we would travel for the summer, which jobs we might want to apply for, and what activities we might want to accomplish on our senior year bucket lists. We all have different lives and different paths, but we all share one goal and one burden. We were all looking forward to walking across the stage to receive our diplomas. The defining moment where we exit our journey through adolescence and where we enter the world as adults, now ready to face the workforce, college, and new responsibilities. This was the moment we've worked for since we could first read and write. Never could we have predicted that we'd spend the remainder of our senior year stuck inside our homes, forced to forego friends and extracurricular activities. All we could do is hope that things would return back to the way they were. But ultimately, we've entered a new era of change. While we are socially distant today, we are united as a class, as a generation, as a nation, and as a global community. We have all sacrificed so much and have adapted to a challenge that tests the strength in all of us. While we are the high school graduating class that didn't have an in-person graduation, nonetheless, I invite you to throw your cap with me. One thing that this virus has instilled in all of us is a greater appreciation for our way of life and the ones we love. Because as we've learned, everything can change in the blink of an eye and at the whim of a cough. I know many of us believed in some sort of 2020 vision for this year. We were confident that this would be the year that everything falls into place. It seems far from believable now, but the unexpected doesn't make this year any less empowering. We can choose to use this experience as motivation and strength in our efforts to adapt and overcome whatever life throws at us. While we didn't get a normal conclusion to our senior year, we will always be remembered as a class that looked change in the face and started past it with confidence. I am proud of us all for concluding our high school careers. It's been a feat in itself to earn this diploma. Even through a period of so much adjustment, we were able to rise from this even stronger. We are the Broward Virtual School Class of 2020, and we are trailblazers, more ready to take on the world than ever before. Congratulations, Class of 2020.
Never knew it used to be so easy before the world got turned upside down. If only I could feel you next to me, playing songs on the beach, feeling the ocean breeze when life was easier before. And if we could find a cure, then maybe this would bring us closer than before. And if we could find a cure, then maybe we could learn how to love each other more than before. I'm hopeful and I've had better days when I don't think about the negativity.
Good afternoon, and congratulations, class of 2020. You have all worked so hard and you have accomplished a once-in-a-lifetime milestone. You should be very proud of yourselves. I am honored to have been part of your journey. So now here you are, sitting at home, gathered around a computer, a tablet, maybe even a phone, to proverbially cross the stage at your graduation. We know that this is not how you envisioned this moment, and it pains all of us, including your families, that you were not able to have that true graduation ceremony. I want to remind you, however, that you are not defined by your high school experience. If you had a wonderful ride, cherish those memories. Use that positivity to build your future path. If you did not have the greatest experience, you must reflect on what was good and what was bad, and what you could have done to be the change that you wanted to see. Keep in mind that in the book of you, this has just been one paragraph on one page in just one chapter of that book. There is still much more to be written. But you and only you are the author. Others will try to influence you and steer you in one direction, and whether that direction is positive or not is for you and only you to determine. You always have a choice. Use that freedom to blaze your own trail, to create your own destiny, and to finish writing the pages in the book of you. Congratulations once again, seniors, and go class of 2020.
Each year, the student who volunteers the most community service hours is awarded with the Service Learning Medallion. The class of 2020 Senior of Distinction in this category is Melissa Olivier. Melissa is an extraordinary person. She earned a 4.91 weighted GPA, finished 7th in her class, and volunteered 1,675 hours serving her community. To provide perspective, students need just 40 hours to satisfy the service learning requirement. This impressive young lady is wise beyond her years, is well-rounded, possesses a unique enthusiasm for life, and is destined to have a successful future. Within seconds of meeting Melissa, anyone would be quickly impressed with her intellect, interpersonal skills, and compassion. Congratulations, Melissa, on earning this well-deserved award. Melissa, would you please come up and receive your medallion? Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Well done.
Thank you. Hi, hello, class of 2020. I've had a great honor being part of the Broward Virtual School family this year, and I've learned a lot of lessons, as well as I'm very grateful to be the recipient of this award. I've got a total of 1,675 hours due to volunteering at a hospital on the cardiac level, dealing with many patients with heart problems, which has humbled me and taught me many life lessons, as well as taking care of puppies and kittens through fostering, a fostering service, which makes a great deal of help to those animals. So I really do appreciate being part of the Broward virtual class, and congratulations to class 2020. Thank you so much.
I'm here to present the Key Club Leadership Award to Ms. Kylie Clark. During the past 2 years, Kylie has made a major impact on the Key Club at Broward Virtual, as well as the South Florida community. She served as the president during her senior year and led the whole club to serve countless hours at her favorites, Saving Sage Pet Rescue and Feeding South Florida, as well as other organizations in the community. Congratulations, Kylie, and thank you for your service.
Kylie, please come forward to accept your award.
Thank you, Ms. Cook, for the opportunities you provided me with through Key Club. I appreciate your guidance and belief in me as a leader. To Mr. McGuire and Ms. McGregor, thank you for allowing me to be a part of Broward Virtual. This has been a great learning experience. I'd also like to thank my mom for her endless support and love. To my fellow classmates, I wish you all the best. Congratulations.
And now I'd like to announce our Trailblazer Awards. We continue our tradition of recognizing 2 students who epitomize every attribute of a Broward Virtual School trailblazer. A trailblazer is scholarly, self-disciplined, respectful, reliable, and dedicated to community service. Our first Trailblazer Award goes to a student who's been with us since 6th grade, Sophia Chenard. In addition to becoming a world-class competitive ice skater, Sophia earned a 4.9 weighted grade point average, earned 7.5 advanced placement credits, volunteered 112 community service hours, and is ranked in the top 5% of the class of 2020. She plans to attend the University of Florida to study medicine. She's made her mom, grandparents, her teachers, and me beam with pride over the years. Our second Trailblazer Award goes to a student who's been with Broward Virtual School since 8th grade, Gabriella Rivera. Gabriella earned a 4.7 weighted grade point average, volunteered 160 community service hours, earned 9 college credits, 2 AP credits, and served as the president and founding member of the Students for Students Club. Gabriella will attend Florida International University and plans to study architecture. Her family, teachers, counselors, and I are extremely proud of her. Congratulations, Sophia and Gabriella, for earning these prestigious awards.
I go to Broward Virtual was a statement I often found myself making time and time again after being asked the typical question of, "Where do you go to school?" My response was generally met with some confused faces and a "huh?" That would prompt me to give them a long explanation of what BVS is and why I attend it, usually leaving the person with a stereotypical idea of a homeschooled kid in their head. But I didn't care, for I truly knew what BVS meant to me. If I were to describe BVS, I would say it's the best school ever, and definitely one of the greatest decisions my family and I ever made. In 5th grade, I was faced with a pretty tough decision: attend a traditional public middle school and stop taking my athletic career as a figure skater seriously, or switch to online school so that I could pursue my sport. At such a young age, I couldn't bear with the idea of having to leave my traditional school setting. I loved everything about school, and while it may sound unbelievable, I used to get extremely upset if I had to miss a day of school. Granted that it was elementary school, and we still had recess. As my final year of elementary school came to an end, I had to explain to all of my friends that I wouldn't be going to a real middle school, trying to make it sound completely normal, when in reality my mom and I had a bit of doubt about it. So it was time. The year started off and I was officially a 6th grade BVS student. I'll be the first one to tell you that online public school is not a walk in the park. And to my surprise, it required a lot more disciplined studying. My first year was a bit rough as I adjusted to a completely different form of learning. But as I eased into it, I came to realize just how virtually hands-on the BVS teachers were. By the end of the year, I discovered just how interested my teachers, counselor, and principal were in my figure skating achievements. They always asked how I did whenever I was at a competition, and they'd be the first to congratulate me, always. BVS gave me the flexibility to advance my figure skating career throughout middle and high school. Little did I know that BVS was the puzzle piece that would complete my athletic career. I got the opportunity to travel all over the country to compete countless times as I studied to earn my high school diploma. Without BVS, I wouldn't have been able to win a gold and silver medal at the national championships. In total, I competed at 3 figure skating national championships, all achieved while my teachers and principal constantly checked in to see how I was doing. They made me feel like I was truly a part of a school family. 6 years later, and that feeling has only grown. If I could go back in time, I wouldn't change a thing. Being a BVS student has taught me irreplaceable life lessons, such as organization, skillful planning, and diligence. I couldn't be more appreciative of how each of my teachers were so understanding of my odd schedule, and I felt such a genuine connection to each of them. That is something I most likely wouldn't have experienced in a physical school. Now that I am going off to college, I am so grateful for the teachers who introduced me to college-level courses this past year. Thank you to Ms. LaLuz, Mrs. Gianlombardo, and Mrs. Berg. I will never forget the amazing things I learned in your classes. So I thank BVS and all the teachers, counselors, employees, and our wonderful principal for everything we do, because they truly made me feel at home. I also want to thank my family, because without them, none of this would be possible. I grew up with the most amazing mother and grandparents who sacrificed everything so that I could pursue my dreams. And my mom, who shaped me into the person I am today, who taught me that I am unique and that being different is special because there is only one of me. I am so blessed to have my family because I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for them. Now let's address the obvious. This was not how any of us would have envisioned our high school graduation taking place, but let this be a sign of our determination and resilience. Life would be nothing if it weren't for the rough times. Let's take this as a chance to appreciate life and our loved ones. Let's take this unexpected situation and come out of it stronger. Let's take it as an opportunity to grow. The world will never forget us. We are special. We are class of 2020. Thank you.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the celebration of abundant achievements. Welcome to Broward Virtual School's Class of 2020 graduation ceremony. My name is Gabriela Rivera, and I hope to find you all safe and well. Today, I thank you on behalf of my class for joining us in this memorable moment as we transition from the educational environment we are accustomed to and into a new setting. I know as high school students, we have all encountered obstacles along our journey to success. We have worried over meeting deadlines, we have worried over getting the grades we want, and we have worried over graduation. The future may not be certain, but the present is clear. It is all we have, so we have tried to make the most of it, and here we are. After the adventure of a lifetime, the 4 years of high school education and life lessons have shaped us into who we are. I am certain that this class, with all its splendid and talented people, will impact society in wonderful ways. Honestly, I don't know how or when, but one thing is for sure. Each and every one of you will not walk upon this earth without leaving at least one footprint to guide another person. Your talents, your gifts are not made to hide, but to share with the world. Let your light shine as bright as you possibly can, because you never know who's watching, and you never know who will be guided by your light. Don't worry if you never see the change you make in this world. So many people have left behind a legacy without getting to reap from what they sowed. Just live happy, knowing that somewhere, somehow, you are making a difference. To all the family and friends of this class of 2020, thank you. Thank you for your perseverance in helping us to succeed. Thank you for your love, patience, and dedication. Thank you for sharing with us the faith which led you and which now will guide us. To my parents, gracias, los amo. You have encouraged me every step of the way and guided me towards this success. And I cannot go on without adding thanks to my sisters, Maria and Ivana, who are my daily inspirations and my best friends. I know that you all will continue to be there for me, and I trust that with God, we will achieve our goals together. I know it has not been easy for you either, witnessing the struggles with schoolwork and the challenges in life. They all had their toll on you too. But God never forsakes his children. Even in the challenges where we feel we will break down, lose our way, fall, and never get back up. The faith which you have cultivated in me reminds me that no matter where I am, how near or far from home I may be, Christ is enough for me. So, thank you for never giving up and for being there to support me. Thank you for lighting my way. To our school faculty and staff, secretaries who welcomed us to the school with kind smiles, teachers who instructed us with dedication, and counselors who guided us with care, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Schultz, for your quick and helpful replies to all of our emails and our concerns. You have made this high school experience smoother and successful. I would also like to share this gratitude with our school's assistant principal, Mrs. McGregor, who is always so organized and calm. Your serenity is truly inspirational. And with our school's principal, Mr. McGuire, whose kindness and support keep the school motivated to be its best. You have all made the road upon which we walk smoother, so thank you. On this journey, despite the obstacles, our parents, families, friends, and school faculty and staff have all been there to motivate us to be the greatest versions of ourselves. You have all been our light. Please know that you have made a difference in this world. Now it is our turn. Just as we have been guided, class of 2020, we also must give what we receive. There is always a way for us to share our talents. For my part, I'm looking forward to progressing to my next educational step at Florida International University, where I plan to major in architecture. This is what I love and where I feel I can use my talents to serve. I hope that what you choose to be your next step, my amazing fellow classmates, that you choose to do with love and with generosity. Do not be afraid. Even if the path is challenging, think of the majestic view at the end. Keep your goal in mind. And remember, there are so many wonderful things bound to happen on this journey. So let's look out into the horizon with positive attitudes, abundant gratitude, and confident strides. Thank you once again, and congratulations to the class of 2020. Our next adventure is right around the corner, and you are all welcome to join.
Our District 7 school board member, Mrs. Nora Rupert, is a former high school reading teacher, a mom of 3 children, all of whom have attended public schools, and a tireless community and children's advocate. Mrs. Rupert was elected to the school board of Broward County in 2010. She was selected as vice chair for school year 2016-2017 and selected as chair for 2017-18. She has served or is currently serving our district in the following capacities: Broward County School Board Representative on the National School Boards Association, the Florida School Boards Association Board of Directors, the State Legislative Liaison for the Broward County School Board, and the Youth Education and Scholarship Committees of the Broward League of Cities. We thank Mrs. Rupert for being an ongoing supporter of Broward Virtual School.
Hello, I'm Nora Rupert, your very proud Broward County School Board member for District 7. It is my great pleasure to be part of your graduation this year. I am incredibly thankful for our students who are joining one of our military branches. For our veterans and active duty members, thank you for your service to our country. Additionally, the pandemic has highlighted just how incredibly dedicated our essential workers and first responders are to all of us. Thank you to all who give and have given so selflessly. Lastly, thank you to our students, parents, staff, and teachers who are working together to continue learning for our students. This may not be the graduation you expected, but please know, as C.S. Lewis once said, hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny. Each one of us here today is not the same person as pre-COVID. Some of the superfluousness in our lives has been stripped away, making moments like today so much sweeter. Drink it all in because you earned it. May I suggest going forward in your life to not lose the importance of quiet moments, and when deemed safe, like holding a newborn, giving someone a hand up, not a hand out, hug someone who's hurting, mentor a child, and say, I love you daily. Additionally, be open to opportunities and live an authentic life. The best advice my parents taught me is from Winston Churchill. Failure is not fatal, and you will never lose unless you give up. My greatest joys came after my biggest failures. My husband and I went through 7 adoptions for our 3 children. Had we given up after each failure, we would not be parents today. Getting yourself back up after failure truly builds character and resiliency. You have those skills now to take with you. Finally, remember where you come from. Broward County would love to have you come back and use your new skills and talents to build a better Broward County. Personally, I hope many of you come back as educators to help mold the lives of future generations. For as Robert Frost once said, I am not a teacher, but an awakener. Congratulations, class of 2020. I am pleased to introduce my esteemed colleague, our board chair and countywide school board member, Miss Donna Korn. Miss Korn is a proud Broward Public School graduate, having attended Western High and later returning there, her alma mater, as an English teacher after graduating from Emory University. She has dedicated her life to service through leadership and volunteer roles across Broward County. culminating in her joining the school board in 2011. Her greatest joy is being the proud mother of 3 children who have attended Broward Public Schools. Please welcome our chair, Ms. Donna Korn.
Thank you for those kind words and introduction. I am so excited to be here for this momentous occasion. I just want to take a moment to recognize those graduates who will be moving on to serve in the U.S. Armed Forces. Your personal decision to enter into the service ensures our freedoms and liberties, and we are all forever indebted to you. So, a special thank you to you, all those currently serving, and our veterans who are participating in today's commencement ceremony for your dedication and service. Congratulations to all of our 2020 graduating class.
And now for the presentation of the class of 2020. Ms. Rupert, as principal of Broward Virtual School, I have the honor to present to you the seniors of Broward Virtual School's class of 2020. These candidates are eligible for graduation.
Now for the words that you came to hear. On behalf of the School Board of Broward County, I certify that these students have met all the requirements of the school board and the state of Florida for graduation from high school. Congratulations, class of 2020. Make us proud.
Before we begin our roll call, we'd like to recognize some of the outstanding students in the class of 2020. We begin with our Silver Knight nominee, Ms. Kelsey Walker, in the category of Digital and Interactive Media. Congratulations, Kelsey. We have 2 Gold Seal of Biliteracy recipients this year, Mateo Duarte and Danette Sepulveda. Congratulations to you both. We would also like to recognize our outstanding senior leader selections this year, Kylie Clark, Gabriela Rivera, and Kelsey Walker. Congratulations. This year we had 6 graduating members of the National Honor Society. Congratulations to these outstanding seniors. Next, we have our BVS Legacy students. These students have been members of the BVS family since at least their 9th grade year. We will miss you all. These are our Silver Honor Cord recipients. All of these students earned at least 250 or more service hours volunteering in the community. We'd like to congratulate Melissa Olivier for being our Service Medallion recipient for earning 1,508 service hours. Congratulations. We now get to our Gold Honor Cords. There are 3 tiers of Gold Honor Cords: top 2%, top 5%, and 3.75 or higher weighted GPA recipients. This year, the senior class had 66% of their graduates earn a Gold Honor Cord. Congratulations to all of our recipients. We will now begin the class of 2020 roll call. Jillian Bordage, valedictorian. Catherine Stroud, salutatorian. Gustavo Hernandez, salutatorian honoree. Hassan Ali. Nayeli Almengor. Ali Al-Samawe, Gabriela Arcamante, Jasenia Barahona, Benjamin Bido, Carlos Bonilla, Finola Borgese, Kira Bukas, Carter Brady, Jillian Bromley, Angelina Bruyere, Corbin Caceres, Evan Cantor, Alexandria Carrera, Sebastian Castillo, Diana Castro, Sophia Chenard, Kylie Clark, Russell Connell, Justice Dawes, Israel Del Rosario, Maya DeMarco, Max Diaz, Chloe Dillon, Kane Dodson, Mateo Duarte, Joshua Edwards, Elizabeth Erickson, Juliana Esquivel, Megan Estrada, Brooks Farrar, Ashley Faulkner, Katie Fernandez, Zachary Fine, Aaron Friedman, Max Gamara, Kira Geddes, Marcus Garrix, Samadi Gomez, Augustus Griffith, Ryan Guida, Micaiah Hall, Noor Hamad, Ella Hammond, Dominique Hansen, Jocelyn Hernandez. Jonathan Ayapirar. Samantha Iglesias. David Iral. Elias Irvin. Isaiah Kemp. Angelina Cosa. Kaylee Lalore. Kyle Lampert. Elijah Landers. Elizabeth Landers. Angela Lanigan. Mackenzie Leon. Leanne Lewis. Jonathan Ling. Monica Lockwood. Dominic Lombardo. Daniel Lowe. Laiba Muhammad. Frankie Marr. Yaritza Maldonado. Jacob Malka. Adrian Marcano. Cole Martin. Pierre Martinez. Rafael Mascarenas. Mario Matarazzo Callahan. Lauren Maurer. Josiah McCrae. Sarah McCutcheon. Amber McNair. Jonathan Miller. Heather Millivoy. Jessica Nelson. Delia Neptune. Carolina Ojeda. Melissa Olivier. Michael Pascal. Gabriel Pereira. Lorenzo Perez. Julian Pierre. Shania Pitter. Corey Papauser. Bessie Paretsky Santos. Tatiana Pozo. Alinka Prekop. Nicholas Ramirez. Learn Ramatar. Devin Rappaport. Aaron Redler. Isabella Reich. Andre Richards. Gabriela Rivera. Riley Rowland. Alexander Roman. Yanel Romero. Victoria Rosenthal. Courtney Rubens. Alexis Savransky. Gianna Scala. Emily Schiff. Donette Sepulveda. Alex Silva. Karen Silva. Marley Silver. Alexandra Snow. Alexander Sotis. Ryan Spatafor. Jada Strickland. Bailey Taylor. Grace Tomani. Jackson Vallone. Kyra Vance. Jordan Vega. Nicholas Vieira. Kelsey Walker. John Warburton. Karen Wyman. Joshua Weissman. Sean Williams.
Fellow classmates, please put on your graduation caps and stand. Moving the tassel to the left after graduating is symbolic of crossing over from high school to the next stage of your life. Class of 2020 graduates, you may now move your tassel from right to left. Congratulations and good luck!